Yeah, are you recording now?
Yes,
So it
yes,
says
yes, yes,
recording
yes.
at the
I am
top.
recording. Yes.
Hey, excellent. I'll let you do the recording then.
Okay. If I record next time, I upload the YouTube.
Yeah, well, I'll remember that last time. So it's permission to record local files. I'll put it in there. Right, no problem. I know how to do that now. Good. I was looking for that before because someone said, oh, you have to give me permission. I thought, where? I'm looking all around the settings.
How give the permission? Maybe you go to settings.
Right, yeah, I'll tell you because I looked before in all the settings and I couldn't find it. You know, if you go on someone's picture and there's 3 dots on someone's picture, you go on there and it says allow permission to record local files.
Maybe the host can do that.
Yeah, it's only, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So you go on there because before I was looking in the general settings for something and I couldn't, that's why I couldn't find it.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay. Sorted. Oh, good. Thank you. I've learned something. Woo.
Yes. If I record, I can upload the YouTube. Next time also can view.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
Did you get chance to have a look at the
Yes.
video or the relative clauses sheets?
Yeah. Just now, evening, I watched the video.
What did you think of the video? I know it's quite simple, but that's sort of the
Yes,
point.
yes.
So it's a nice, simple
The video is good.
explanation.
I think the relative class, they highlight the words also, the class also.
Yes, exactly. British Council stuff is brilliant. Remember your pronunciation for this. Remember AU is more of an or sound, so it's a clause.
How?
Or.
AU.
Clause. Or.
How.
Or maybe try saying it more like, try it like that. Can you see that? OR. Try saying it like that. Or. Yeah. So try saying clause more like that.
Clause.
Perfect.
Clause.
Right, we got it. Clause.
Clause.
So AU in English is that long or sound. Good. I'll have to remember that for next time.
Clause.
Right. So you said you managed to do the relative clauses 2 sheet?
2 sheet. I watched the video. The sheet where the sheet is the sheet already we done is it last week.
We did relative clauses 1 last time, but we didn't do relative clauses 2.
The one is a check your grammar, right? Check your
the other one, check your grammar. Which one's?
You mean the sheet 2 is which one? Yes. Relative clause. Write a relative pronoun, is it?
There are 2 types. Hang on. Let me share the screen and I'll show you which one it is. This one.
2. No, this one where I don't think this.
Would you like me to? Do I need to send you this?
Yes, because this one like this.
Okay, let me send you it on.
I don't have this.
I thought I'd sent you it, but maybe not. It doesn't matter.
Yes. Wait. I will check. Yeah, I have.
You've got it?
Yes, I've got it.
Okay, no problem.
No, I got it. This is relative clause. What is relative clause? I bought it.
Relative clause 2.
2 don't have.
Right, no problem. That's very easily fixed. Let's put this now. Hang on a second. I'm just looking for it. Documents. And I'll send it in Skype so you can just grab it easily. PQR, relative clauses 2, send. There you go. Can you see that in Skype? That should be uploaded now.
Yes.
Right, so remember there were 2 types of relative clauses. There were defining clauses and non-defining clauses. If you look in that table at number 1, they're not calling them that. They're calling them type 1 and type 2. If we look at type 1 relative clauses, do you think they're defining or non-defining?
Presentation. Relative clause 2. There are two types of relative clause. Necessary information, extra information. You know the woman who is standing over there. Necessary information, extra information. I often use Facebook to keep in touch with my friends who are always online.
So if we look at type 1 on the left-hand side, do you think this is a defining relative clause or a non-defining relative clause?
Practice one is it?
So,
Practice one
no, do you see the table? Again, let me share the
table.
screen. Here. So if we look at this
Okay.
side,
Mhm.
is this defining or non-defining relative clause?
Who is standing over there? Do you know the woman who is standing over there? I think defining relative clause.
That's right. This is a defining relative clause. We need it to know what we're talking about. So there are no commas. Yeah? No commas here. Can you tell me what relative pronouns you can see on this side, the defining, for the defining relative clause section, this section? What
Yes.
relative
Do you know
pronouns
the
can you
woman?
see?
Do you know the woman who? Who? The first one
Yes,
is who is standing over. Who is the relative class?
yes.
Who
And the
is
next
standing
one?
over there? The next one, the online dictionary that I use is very useful. That
Yes,
next one, the hotel where we stayed. Where is the relative
yes,
clause? The boy whose arm was broken during the whose is a relative clause. School trip. The train which
yes.
I take, which is the relative clause. So the relative clause without comma is defining relative clause. Is if we have the comma, non-defining relative clause. Is it?
That's
Right?
right. So
So
this one is the
non-defining,
non-defining.
non-defining means many sentence.
Yeah, the non-defining means it's just extra. We don't need it. So we have the comma to separate this extra information, but we
Extra
don't
information.
need it to know what we're talking
So
about.
extra information is non-relative class, non-defining class.
Non-defining.
So relative
Yes,
class only two type: defining class
yes,
and non-defining class.
absolutely. In the defining clause, this one that we looked at earlier, well, you gave me all the relative pronouns, who, that, where, whose, which. With non-defining relative clauses, there is one type of relative pronoun that we don't use. What can't we use with a non-defining relative pronoun in this side?
I often use Facebook to keep in touch with my friends who are always online. So what is your question? Say again.
Yeah, sure. I'll write it on the screen as well. What relative pronoun can't we use with non-defining relative clauses?
That
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
thing that we can't use.
Let me stop the share so we can just talk together because it's so much easier when we can just talk together. That was a little bit of revision, really, because we did all this before.
Yes.
Let's look at number 2, the first practice, practice 1. Now, what we've got to do with practice 1 is fairly easy. We're only looking at the non-defining, or what they call type 2 relative clauses. What we've got to do is use the extra information in green to make sentences with the sentence that's numbered. So, sentence that's numbered, Andrew is feeling very proud. Now we can look at he has just graduated. Andrew, who has just graduated, is feeling very proud. So we've put that extra information in that
Andrew
sentence.
is feeling very proud. Andrew, who has just graduated, is feeling very proud. Andrew is feeling very proud. Andrew, who has just graduated, is feeling. So this is the. We need to add the. We need to find the green color. Is it? The climber was
Yes, that's right.
rescued yesterday. The climber was rescued yesterday. Climber means climb the tree, is it? Or
a
mountain.
climber. I
Climber
think,
means
yeah, it'd be mounting. Climb in
mounting.
this case is climb a mountain. Yeah. So
Climber was rescued yesterday. Mm,
what information do you think might go with that
It
if he's
is
been
held
rescued?
every 4 years. We had been lost for a week.
Yes.
He had been lost for a week. The climber was rescued yesterday. He had been lost for a week.
So how do we put this together in one sentence?
Climber was rescued yesterday. Who had been lost for a week.
Right. Put who in the middle.
Yes.
So the climber who had been lost for a week was rescued yesterday.
Climber who had been lost for a week was rescued yesterday. Yes.
Right.
So
Okay.
this is a defining class, non-defining, but actually we only is feeling very proud. So
So this is non-defining. So it's just extra information. Yeah.
climber,
So
then we need to put the comma. Is it
yes.
climber? We need to write down the comma and we say who. So this is so Venice is a beautiful city. Venice is a beautiful city. It is called every 4 years. He has worked all his life. It is the capital of England. The book is a very popular and lives there.
So Venice is
Venice
a
is a
beautiful
beautiful
city.
city. It is the capital of England.
No, it
Oh.
isn't the capital of England. It's actually
Venice is a river, is it?
Venice is in Italy.
Oh, Italy. So Venice is a beautiful city. My best friend lives there.
Yes. So let's try and put them together.
My best friend lives there. Venice, Venice, which my best friend lives there is a beautiful city.
Right. Venice. Now, my best friend lives there. What relative pronoun could we use for a
Venice,
place? A place.
Venice, I think which
No, try a place.
it,
I don't know.
where, where,
Where? That's
Venice,
right.
where my best friend lives there is a beautiful city.
But you don't need to say my best friend lives there because you've already got where. So Venice, comma, where my best friend lives is a beautiful city. Does that make
Yes.
sense?
So we don't need to we remove the there, is it?
Yeah, because we're already
Venice,
talking about where.
where my best friend lives. It is a beautiful city, is it? It is a beautiful.
Just is. Venice, where my best friend lives, is a beautiful city. Yeah? Okay. Let's try the next one.
Robert is finally retiring. Robert is finally retiring. He has worked all his life.
So Robert is finally retiring.
He has worked
Yeah.
all his life.
So you need to put the worked all his life part in the middle of that sentence.
Robert, who has worked all his life, is finally retiring.
Yeah. So you'd have Robert, comma, who has worked all his life, comma, is finally retiring. You've got it. You've got it. You've got it. Right. Let's try the next one. This is good, isn't it? It's quite good fun, this. Let's try the next one. The children, number 5.
Number 5, the children speak fluent Japanese. The children speak fluent Japanese. Their father is from Japan.
Right. So the
Children
father, yeah,
whose their father is from Japan.
you don't need whose and there because they're both
Whom?
possessive. Whose, yeah.
Use whom is it? Or whose?
Yeah, whose, because that's the possessive
Yes.
relative pronoun. Yeah.
So the children who speak, who
Whose,
speak, whose
uh, uh,
the children whose.
put the extra information in the middle.
Okay, okay. The children whose father is
Yes.
from Japan. Whose father is from Japan speak fluent Japanese.
That's right. The children, whose father is from Japan, speak fluent Japanese. It means their father is from Japan. But we don't use their because it's part of a relative clause. We use whose, which is a possessive relative pronoun. Yeah? Instead of their. Right. Let's try number 6 about the White House.
The White House is in Washington D.C. Is in the White House is in Washington D.C. The U.S. president lives there.
Right. So we've got to put the bit about the US president in the middle.
Yes, the White House. White House. Who the U.S. president lives there? Is it?
The White House. What kind of a
Ah,
thing
the
is it?
White
Is it
House. White House. The White House. Which?
it's a place.
Yeah, the White House. Ah, where? Yes, the White
That's
House,
right.
where the U.S. president lives. I think we remove the there where the U.S. president lives.
Good.
Is in Washington D.C.
That's right, because we don't need there, because there tells us it's a place, and we've got where instead. Good. So we can remove there. Yes.
Yes.
Now, next one is about London.
London has a population of over 8 million people. London has a population of over 8 million people. Mm, yes, it is the capital of England.
It is. Not Venice. It's London.
Yes, it
Yes.
is the capital of London. London, London.
Now, this is a bit different.
Yes, yes. London has a population. London has a population over 80 million people. London has a population of over 8 million people. It is the capital of England. So London, which is the capital of England,
Yes.
which is the capital of England, has a
Yeah.
population of over 8 million people.
Yes, that's right. Good. You're getting the hang of this now. Okay, let's try the next one. Stephen King. Have you heard of Stephen King before?
Stephen King, I think director,
He's an author.
author.
He writes scary books.
Stephen King is a famous American author. His book are very popular. What is the book? Author, thriller or scary books?
Yeah, horror.
Horror. I don't like horror.
Now
if
remember
yes,
again,
if we
sorry.
always watch the horror or thriller when we alone sleep during the night, we wake up up in the it will be scary also.
Yeah, I won't even get to sleep. I won't even get that far. Remember, because it's an AU, the word author, do you remember we had that before,
Author,
like clause,
author,
author? Yeah,
author,
the AU has to be that or sound. Good,
author,
good.
author.
Author. Yeah.
Stephen King is a famous American author. His book are very popular. So Stephen King, whose book are very popular,
Good.
whose books are very popular, is a famous American author.
Yes, author. Yes. Yes, that's right. Good. Okay.
The Olympic
Next one.
the Olympic Games is the biggest sporting event in the world. It is held every 4 years.
Yes.
Olympic Games, which is held every 4 years, is the biggest sporting event in the world.
Yeah, only it wasn't held every 4 years this time because Tokyo was cancelled, wasn't it? So it's 5 years this time.
Yes, yes.
If
Because of the
it
COVID, is
happens
it?
at all. Yeah, because it should have been 2020. The Olympic Games in Tokyo should have been 2020. Um, so I think they said they're going to hold it this year, but I don't know if they still are or not. It might just be cancelled. It might just be gone. I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. Um, will the Tokyo Games happen? Because I don't actually know if they will happen or not. Because Japan has lost a lot of money. July the 23rd, 2021.
20.
21 this year, July the 3rd. We'll see what happens. They're saying the games will take place. It won't be cancelled again. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so that is how to make non-defining relative clauses. We put the extra information usually in the middle. We use
Make one
commas.
sentence from two. Decide if you need to use type 1 or type 2 relative clause.
Clauses. Yeah. So here we need to decide, wow, do we need the information? Is it defining, which is type 1, where we don't have the commas? Or is it non-defining, type 2, where it's just extra information and we do have the commas? So the first one, if you look at the first one, the president is giving a speech tomorrow. He lives in the White House.
The president is giving a speech tomorrow. He lives in the White House. The president who lives in the White House is giving a speech tomorrow.
So is that defining or non-defining?
Non-defining. But
Yes.
non-defining, this is considered one sentence.
Yeah, yeah.
But
This is
in
one sentence with
uh,
two clauses. Two clauses.
one sentence with two clauses. The president who lives in the White House is giving a speech tomorrow. But we use one clause only, right? Who only? Relative
Yes.
clause only the who.
Right. Because this kind of non-defining clause, we can use who or where or which, but
Yes,
we
yes.
can't use that. Let's try number 2. Let's read the 2 sentences first.
I'm going to visit a country. I was born there. I am going to visit the country. I was born there. I am going to visit a country where I was born.
Yeah, that's right. Is this defining or non-defining?
Mm, I'm going to visit the country where I was born. Visit the country. I think non-defined.
Do we know which country
I'm going
until
to
you...
visit the country where I was born. We don't know which country. I think this is defining class.
Yeah, because you say where I was born, and that defines the country. That tells us which
So
country it
no
is.
need comma here.
That's right.
I
So
am
if
going
I
to visit the
say,
country where I was born. So no need comma is it?
that's right. So if I say I'm going to visit the country where I was born, we know it's England. If you say I'm going to visit the country where I was born, we know it's India. It defines the country, so it must be a defining relative clause.
Defining relative
Okay.
class. I lent him
Let's...
money. He spent it all. I lent him money. He spent it all. I lent him money. I lent him money. I spent on. No, there was a start from here. He spent all. He spent all money which I lent him.
Yes, he spent all the money that or
All the
which I
money.
lent him.
He spent all the money that I lent him.
You could use that or you could use which if you
Which
wanted. You can use
I
both.
think this is defining class.
Yes, because you don't know the money unless you say it's the money I lent him. Which money did he
Yes.
spend? Yeah.
He
Number
spent all
4.
the money that I lent him. Okay, Bob's new boss is very friendly. I've forgotten his name. Bob's new boss is very friendly. I've forgotten his name. Boss, new boss. Bob's new boss. Mm, Bob's new boss. Who is
Right. So Bob's new boss is very friendly. The the relative information has to go in the middle. So I've forgotten his name.
Bob's
His,
new boss? Whose
yes,
whose name I forgotten? He is very friendly.
good. Because his is possessive, so we replace it with whose. Is it defining or non-defining?
This is non-defining. Boss, new boss. Whose I.
So
So here, okay, you complete the sentence. May you tell me how to answer? Bob's new boss. Whose I forgotten his name is it? Whose is it?
whose name? Right,
Whose
I'll
name
write the
I
relative.
whose name I forgotten? He is very
Yes,
friendly. So this is
is very
non-defining.
friendly.
Non-defining.
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes.
name I've forgotten
Mhm. Whose name I
is
forgot?
very friendly.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, it's non-defining because we know it's Bob's new boss. There's only one Bob's new boss. We know who we're talking about. So it's non-defining. The forgetting his name bit is just extra information.
Okay. So
Let's
this
try number
is a
5.
photo of a girl. I met her on holiday. This is a photo of a girl. I met her on holiday. This is a photo of the girl who I met her. Who I met on holiday.
Yes, that's right. This is a photo of the girl who I met on holiday.
We
Right.
removed
Now,
her. Yes.
is this Defining.
This is a photo of the girl who I met on. I think this is defining.
Yes, because it's got to be defining. You could use that for a start. This photo of the girl that I met on holiday because it's defining. And we don't know which girl it is until we say it's the girl you met on holiday. Yeah. Okay, let's try number 6.
Number 6, Yakut is the coldest inhabited place in the world. It is located in Siberia.
Ooh, that sounds a bit cold.
Yakutsk is the coldest inhabited place. What is the meaning of inhabited?
Inhabited. Inhabited is an adjective meaning people live there.
People live
Yeah.
there.
You could have uninhabited, and that
Yakutsk
means no one lives
in
there.
the coldest inhabited. Inhabited means people live there, is it?
Yeah, uninhabited means no one lives there.
Oh, inhabited, adjective. People live there. Uninhabited, no one lives there. Okay, Yakutsk is the coldest inhabited place in the world. It is located in Siberia. Siberia.
Siberia.
Siberia.
Yeah, in Russia.
Siberia. Yeah. Yakutsk is the coldest. Yakutsk is located. Yakutsk, which is located in Siberia, is
Mm-hmm.
the coldest inhabited place in the world.
Absolutely. Yes.
Which is
Is it
located
not?
in Siberia.
Is it defining or
I think
non-defining?
non-defining. This is
Right, because we know the name of it. We
yes,
just
yes,
extra information it's in Siberia.
yes.
Number 7, last one.
You are reading a book. What is the title of it? You are reading a book. What is the title of it? What is the title of the book which you are reading?
Yes. Can you use that?
What is the title of the book that you are reading also?
Yes, you can. So what kind of clause is it?
I think this is defining class.
Yeah, it is because it could be any old book, but there's only one book he's reading.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, that's right. Okay, well, we have finished those. Let me just write that in my notes. Finished relative clauses 2. Now, I have some other exercises we can do. Let me just ask you something. For next week, would you like to do some grammar on some future tenses, or would you like to do like a worksheet just on general English? What would you prefer?
I think you mean the future tense, is it?
Yeah, like future perfect, future continuous. Because we've done a lot on present perfect, we've
Yes,
done a
yes,
lot
yes.
on but we haven't done a lot on future tenses. And if
Yes,
you want to talk, if you want to be a motivational speaker, you want to talk about the
yes,
future
yes,
because
yes. Can okay, we can do the
you would
future.
like to do that.
Mm.
Okay, so we'll do that next week then. Let me make a note because I was thinking about this. Exercises, sheets for future tenses. I'll put that in here. Right. Next week, sheets and find web exercises for future tenses. Right, I will get those next time. Uh-huh. Okay. I was just thinking about that today. I think it's because I was watching a speaker when I was on my treadmill, and I was thinking, oh, he uses a lot of future tenses. Really, we should do them.
Yes.
Now, I have a good little exercise. Where's that exercise gone? Defining or non-defining. Firstly, let me put this into, oh, it's just shut down. There you go. I'll put this into Skype so you've got this in Skype. And I will share my screen with you and we'll have a go on this one. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Where is it? There it is. Can you see that okay? This really is just a simple one. Study the situations, then decide whether it's defining or non-defining. Defining no commas, non-defining has commas. So you've got the situation, and then read the sentence and tell me which one do you
I
think
have
is
three
right.
brothers. My brother who lives in Sydney came to see me last month. That is defining clause. My brother who lives in Sydney came to see me last month. I think this is my brother who lives in Sydney.
Is it the top one, which is defining, or the bottom one, which is exactly the same sentence, but because it has commas, it's non-defining? This just shows us that we can use the same sentence, but it can mean different things depending on where we put the commas. This is why English is a little complicated sometimes. Which one do you think we
My
need?
brother who
Defining?
lives in Sydney came to see me last month. My brother who lives in, I think this is defining class. This is cannot be a non-defining class.
So number one
Number
or
one.
number two?
Number
Number
one.
one.
Number one.
Yeah, it's got to. Why? Why has it got to be a defining clause?
Because that is a necessary information, not extra information.
Mm, because you have three brothers. You don't know which brother it is unless you have who lives in Sydney, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Let's try number two.
I have one sister. My sister, who is 25 years old, spent her holiday in France. My sister, who is 25 years old, spent her holiday in France. I think this is a non-defining class. My sister, your sister is your sister, who is 25 years old. That is extra information.
Yeah, because it's only one sister. Good. Okay, number three.
Bob's mom has lost her keys. Bob's mom has lost her keys.
Oh
Bob's
dear.
mom, who is a musician, has lost her car keys. This is, I think, non-defining class. Bob's mom, who is a musician, lost her car
Yeah,
keys.
Bob can only have one mum, really. Usually.
Yes.
Number four.
Number four, my friend Jane moved to Canada. My friend Jane moved to Canada. My friend Jane, whose husband is Canadian, moved to Canada last week. My friend Jane, whose husband is Canadian, moved to Canada last week. I think this is a non-defining class.
Because we know it's Jane. So we know who my friend Jane is already. Good.
I
Let's
am
try
a
number five.
shoe fanatic. What is the meaning of fanatic?
Ah, so let me
This
just
is
get the
show fanatic or shoe fanatic?
shoe fanatic.
Shoe
Yeah,
fanatic.
I'm just trying to get the chat open. There you go. A fanatic is someone who is passionate about something. Sometimes you can say a fan. Yeah, so a football fan is short for a football
Fanatic.
fanatic.
Ah,
Yeah,
that
someone
is
who really likes
fanatic.
football.
Someone who is passionate about something. So that is a fan. We always say fan. We understand.
Yeah,
Fan. We are the big fan of movie. Yes,
Which
yes.
means you're a fanatic, but
Fanatic
we
means
never
something
say
addiction.
fanatic.
Addiction is it?
Addicted. Yeah, you're addicted to it. You really, really like it.
Someone
Yeah.
who is passionate about something. Yes, okay.
Yes, that's right. So she really, 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 really likes shoes. Well, so do I, because that's why I keep getting all these stupid adverts about shoes. I haven't got them here. One of the ones that, look, I've got adverts about shoes everywhere I go because I bought some shoes the other day. So all I've got is shoes everywhere. Okay, so I am a shoe fanatic too.
The shoes which I bought yesterday are very comfortable. The shoes which
Remember,
I
not
bought yesterday are very comfortable.
don't say it with 3 syllables. Don't say comfortable. Remember, when we pronounce this word, we only pronounce it like it's got 3 syllables, like comfortable.
Comfort. Comfortable.
Comfortable. Nope, that's 4. Comfortable.
Comfortable.
That's it. It's
Comfortable.
just like this word.
Comfortable. So this is becomes 3 syllables. Is it?
Yes.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
Right.
Comfortable.
And
Mm.
next word, I've just put it in the chat. Let's try this one because this is another word that,
Vegetables.
yes,
Vegetables.
vegetables,
Vegetables.
not
Comfortables.
vegetables, vegetables.
Vegetables. Comfortables.
Yes, comfortable,
Comfortables.
vegetables, not
Vegetables.
not comfortable, comfortable, vegetable.
Comfortable. Comfortable vegetable.
Perfect,
Comfortable vegetable. Comfortable
perfect.
vegetables.
Comfortable vegetables.
Comfortable vegetables.
You'll be saying that all night.
Yes, yes. I am a shoe
Okay,
fanatic. The shoes which I bought yesterday are very comfortable. I think this is
comfortable.
defining class.
Yeah, because otherwise you don't know which shoes they are, do you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's try number 6.
Mr. Robinson is very famous. Mr. Robinson is very famous. Mr.
Famous,
Robinson,
famous, famous.
whom I met at the trade fair, is a famous inventor. Mr. Robinson, whom I met at the trade fair, is a famous inventor. Mr. Robinson, whom I met at the trade fair, is a famous. I think this is a non-defining clause.
Because we know he's Mr. Robinson, we know he's a
Robinson,
famous
we know the
inventor.
famous. Tamara has 2 cats.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are black. Tamara's 2 cats, which can play outside, are black. Tamara's two cats. Tamara's 2 cats, which can play outside, are black. Tamara's 2 cats, which can play outside, are black. That is a non-defining class.
Non-defining clause, yeah, because it's just extra information. How about number 8?
Number 8. Kevin has 4 cats. 2 of them are black. Kevin's 2 cats, which are black, can play outside. Kevin has 4 cats. 2 of them are black. Kevin's two
Mm.
cats, which are black, can play outside. Kevin's 2 cats, which are black, can play outside. 2 cats. Because they have 4 cats, so this is the defining class.
Which one? Which one? First or second?
First one. Kevin's 2 cats, which are black, can play outside.
Yeah, only the 2 black cats can play
Cats can play
outside.
outside.
Yeah. Let's try number 9.
We are on holiday Yesterday we visited a church. We are on holiday. Yesterday we visited a church. The church which we visited yesterday is very old. The church which we visited yesterday is very old. The church which we visited yesterday is very old. We are on holiday. Yesterday we visited a church. I think this is a defining class. The church.
Otherwise, we wouldn't know what church. Now
Okay.
try number 10.
We are on holiday. Yesterday we visited a church. We are on holiday.
Same thing
Yesterday.
again.
St. Mary's Church, which we visited yesterday, is very old. St. Mary's Church. I think this is non-defining class.
Because we've got the name of the church. Okay, let's just have a look and make sure we've got everything right. Yay! We've got everything right. Well, they're saying, yep, without relative clause. Good. All the answers are correct. Wonderful. Okay, I'm just going to stop the share. Now, did I put that in here? Nope, I didn't. Let me put that in there so I know which one I've done. So we did this. Now, have I got another quick one we could maybe do? Yeah, let's try. Is this a quick one? Or is that a quick one?
Oh, you send to me?
I'm thinking of sending you one.
Exercise on related class 4, English grammar.
Oh, which one was that one? Exercise on relative clause 4? I don't know. I don't remember I sent you that one. Hang on.
This one just now we completed.
Oh,
Just now.
yeah. You mean the one that I sent on Skype? Yeah, yes, that's right. No, I'm thinking of a different one. No, I don't want to do
I
that
think no
one.
problem. We have 3 minutes only. We will meet.
Yeah,
We will meet
I
next
want.
Sunday.
I just thought this might be. I wanted to give you something for homework. Maybe you could try. This one is a
No,
little bit
how
more
many class
complex.
this is how many class this is?
Oh, right. Hang on a second.
Check
Right.
the
I'm just giving you another one in there for homework. So that's for homework. So you can just try it out. It will mark it for you, but it's just another, it just gives you a bit of practice. Now, this is lesson 7. So next one is lesson 8. So next
Oh,
lesson
okay.
is one more lesson. Okay. And we'll do the future tenses next time.
Okay.
Okie dokie. You have a lovely week. I hope it gets a
Okay.
bit sunnier.
Okay.
And I'll see you the same time next week.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye for now. Bye.